Right, welcome back, everyone. Not So Ballers podcast. We're back Monday morning. How are you feeling, Jay?
Feeling good, you know.
Feeling
fresh. Good. Feeling good after the weekend of footy.
Yeah, you would. So we are in another park in Liverpool, so if you hear any background noise, any cars, any birds chirping or anyone playing footy or whatever, we're in a park. Yeah, we also don't care, really. If you don't like it, then...
Don't listen?
Yeah. If you don't like it, you're not a fan and a friend of the pod. No, thanks very much for listening. And last Friday, we got some nice traffic, didn't we, again?
Yeah.
So it's looking good. So today, we're just going to talk about the usual. We're going to talk about the Toffees down in London. Me and Kyle and Steve were there, so we'll talk through that, and then obviously
Liverpool.
Talk about the Reds. Well, look, let's start with Liverpool then, Jay. So 3-1 win over Palace, feeling good. I watched the highlights actually last night. Isak's goal was great, wasn't it? What a touch.
Good goal. Great goal.
And we were just talking about him as well on Friday, how he needs to start delivering.
I think I said to you that he needs to score. This is a game where he needs to score. And he did. I feel his finish as well. He knew what he was doing. Do you know, with the finish?
It was a great touch.
It was.
At first I thought it was offside, and then I was looking, and then their left back, can't remember his name, playing them all on.
Well on, yeah. But it's such great finish as well.
Do you reckon he meant the bounce though, the bounce finish?
Yeah, I do. Because if you look at it, he looks and he's like, I can't generate the power, so let's get the bounce. And it was a great finish. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be like, he's back. He's,
No, but a goal's a goal for a striker.
I know, that's it. He's a great player. Great finish, to be fair. But on a whole, Liverpool, I was very impressed with us.
Yeah, they play well.
That would have been Palace's 4th, 5th victory if they beat us. Do you know what I mean? This season.
Yeah.
So we do struggle against Crystal Palace, but we played really well, controlled it. I never felt threatened. Obviously, it got a bit touchy. Do you know what I mean? When it was 2-1, but I still felt we were in control. We weren't gonna.
What did you think about the Munoz goal?
Obviously, from our perspective, it's a bit like, come on, but if you're a Palace player or a fan, and you stop there, you're fuming. Do you know what I mean? If that's Liverpool, you're the way around.
If Dean Henderson's down before Szoboszlai puts it out, you'd be angry.
That's it. So,
in my opinion, them type of things, it sounds to the referee.
It is. And the referee, though, to be fair to him, like, I'm not even arguing with him. He literally looked straight away and was like, "That's not a foul." Like, I'm not. Do you know what I mean? I'm not disallowing this.
Yeah, he saved it, didn't he? Just
he just saved it, planted his foot, and he's gone down and he's holding his knee. And as he's holding his knee, obviously, like, the Liverpool players, to be fair, like, any criticism, the Liverpool players were just too static. They were just all standing there waiting for the ref to blow it.
Yeah.
And obviously, fair play to Munoz. Do you know what I mean? He's seen the goal.
Yeah. It was a lovely little finish, like.
He's seen the goal and scored, and I think rightly so as well. Do you get what I mean?
Absolutely, it's the Premier League.
That's it.
It's not a little kick about with your mates.
That's it.
On the dingle on a Friday night.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But it did. I thought we were still in control. I know they hit the post when it went 2-1 to make it 2-2, but I still felt we were going to score. Yeah, do you get what I mean? I did.
Mo Salah,
devastated for him.
Is he actually finished now? I think?
I hope not, but it's Mo Salah. He does not get injured that much. When he pulls up on an injury, it's serious. Do you get what I mean? That's my only worry with it.
What happened though? Like what happened?
He went to backheel the ball,
and
as he's backheeled the ball, he's like kind of ran into someone and planted his foot, and his hamstring's gone. And as soon as his hamstring's gone, he hasn't even got up. He sat down, and you can tell just by the look at his face, he's holding his hamstring like. You know what I mean? It's done.
That's mad, that the way. So obviously, they're completely different players, but Lamine Yamal's hamstring went as well last week.
Yeah.
And it's a race against time to be fit for the World Cup for Spain. It's weird, that, isn't it?
It is. Two
big
players.
Massive players hamstring back to back. It's weird, that.
It is. Well, I know it sounds harsh, but it's that crunch time of the season where you're going to start getting big players coming out injured. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But hopefully he still plays for us. But if he doesn't, someone put a stat up of his goals, his assists, you know what I mean, of his trophies and his appearances for us. And
unbelievable.
What a player he's been, man. Honestly. Like, if that is his last game, because the thing is, that hurt me the most.
At least just won, though.
That's it. When he went off, he was looking round, every stand, and it was like,
maybe he knows.
That's it. That's what my worry was. My worry was that he knows himself that it's
done.
That's his last game for Liverpool. But
just out of curiosity, whose decision was it for him to leave at the end of the season? Was it his or Liverpool's?
I think it was both.
Yeah, just
I think it was both. Yeah, because we could have. So we could have got money for him because he still had a year left on his contract, but we decided no, it's okay.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like you you've just earned yourself to be able to be like, I want to go
you've
like
given
this.
yourself the right to say when.
We're basically not tearing up his contract, but when we're cutting it short, which is it's sad, but
the one thing I did like about Liverpool's performance was, so Freddie Woodman made a great save. Can't remember who had Mateta, was it?
Yeah, Mateta's header.
And then he just went straight down the other end, and Sky loved them types of goals.
Same. Like, I think it was 30 seconds.
It was a great finish from Robertson there.
If we would have known he could finish like that, why is he playing left back? Like, I'm just saying.
He could be Salah's replacement.
Well, I don't know how true this is. I hope it's not, because obviously I think he deserves a fairy tale ending. But I'm hearing now that there's a possible U-turn for Andy Robinson.
Well, no disrespect, if your only option's Tottenham, I would be U-turning as well.
But the rumours are
I would be like, nah.
Because of his performances the last 3-4 games, what I mean?
This is what it's he's playing out of his skin though.
That's what I mean.
Like, he's playing out of his skin because these are his last few
games. Yeah, exactly.
That's like a natural thing, isn't it? You're I'll put it all in. Next season, it might be a case it's like Salah last season. Not saying Mo Salah hasn't been great this season because his numbers are still unbelievable.
It's mad, isn't it? He's had a bad season, but his numbers are still up there.
When they're playing for something, they just play well better.
Yeah,
it's like any loan player that you have at the club.
Yeah,
when you get them on loan, I don't know, for Everton's sake, let's say Andre Gomez. When he was on loan at Everton, he was unplayable, and then we bought him and he was poor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, in fairness to him, though, he did do his ankle in, which was quite sad. But yeah, that's just how it goes, though. It's a natural break. Don't ruin it. Let him go.
Let him have the send off he deserves as well. I think he's been playing amazing, to be fair, Robbo.
Yeah.
And he's not for goals and all that, but in terms of work ethic, he is.
He's a captain that isn't the captain on the pitch.
That's it. He is a proper player.
Leader. Exactly. And he's going to miss it.
That's it. Like when you've had big quotes from top managers like Mourinho, he was like, I'm sick to death of looking at Andy Robinson. He makes me tired. Do you get what I mean? What a player, what a servant for us. And
unbelievable, a legend.
Yeah, he is. It doesn't matter. I was thinking this the other day to myself. Even if he wouldn't, but even if he went to Man U, do you get what I mean? He'd still be regarded as a legend.
He's Liverpool's best left back in the Premier League era.
Yeah, hands down. Hands down. He
even
really
just the
is.
Trophies he's won
Even one of the best players that he's the epitome of. I know he's not even from Liverpool, but he is the epitome of a scouser playing foot.
He gets it though,
doesn't he? That's it. He gets that working class.
He understands what it's
about.
For
yeah,
Liverpool.
I wish in an alternative universe we're not talking about him like this. We're talking about Trent like that. But you'd think, do you know what I mean? It's Robbo's the one who's like, nah, this is mine. Do you get what I mean? But going back to Liverpool, I thought Wirtz had a decent game as well. Unbelievable finish from him. I think we need more of that next season. 100%. If we don't get more of that next season, come on, what are you doing at the club?
My only, I don't watch Liverpool too much, but my observation of Wirtz in the derby last week was he's just soft.
Yeah,
soft.
He's soft and he doesn't shoot, man. The one time he shot, he scores that belter. But I've seen about.
He needs to be greedy.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I've seen about 20 times this season where he's had the angle, he could have shot, but instead he puts in a little. It's like sponge feet across. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, it just doesn't. Yeah, no power in it.
No disrespect, but he's a £100 million player, and I'd be expecting me £100 million players to be a bit greedy.
So would I. But I was thinking as well, is it because of the likes of Salah? Is it? You know what I mean? Yeah. In his head, he's he's the one who's been there and done it. If I give him the ball, he's going to score. Yeah. Whereas obviously next season you're not going to have that. So is he going to be a bit? That's that's it. Though with Gakpo, he's annoying, but he's when he plays, he's a good player. That's the annoying thing with Gakpo.
I'd have Gakpo at Everton.
That's it.
Not gonna lie.
He is frustrating to watch.
No, yeah.
But I've got a theory on Gakpo. I think he only plays for Liverpool to get him into the Dutch squad because Slot's obviously Dutch.
Yeah,
that's my honest
He's good for Holland as well.
That's it.
He's good for Holland.
But yeah, wrapping up with Liverpool, I thought we were a solid performance.
Next game, United.
Next game, I think that's where we're going to see where we are. In terms of where we're going next season. If we get beat by United, I think. Oh, do you know what I mean? We've got to proper assess. If we beat United and get that, I think it's fair we can climb to.
Do you think it just papers over the crack, though? These have a good finish to the end of the season?
I think it does. It does.
The things that have been exposed this season.
No, it does. I agree.
In regards to, the right back situation,
our defending's been awful.
Centre back situation, the constant getting out-muscled and out-fought in the middle of the field.
That's it. I think it does. It does paint over the cracks if we have a good end to the season. But the start of the season, we were all saying Liverpool are winning the league. We fell off a cliff. Then it was top four. and we could get that. Like, well, we're going to get that.
You should.
Heads on. You know what I
Chelsea
mean?
have gifted you that.
That's it.
And I'm got to give Kyle some props. Like, in fairness, he did say in August, and we can pull it up on the chat. Like, he did say Liverpool will struggle this season with the amount of ins and outs.
Yeah,
he did say that.
He did.
And he got a lot of flack off the Reds, to be fair, and he stuck to his guns. He is a bit of blue, like.
Yeah, but
he did say, you have sold too many, and how is this going to work? It's not footy manager.
Exactly.
And in fairness to him,
I'm not. Yeah, that's it. I'm not having excuses of injuries. Oh, Isaac was out. So do you get what I mean? We just haven't played well this season. Do you get what I mean?
No, well, that stat that I showed you last week, you've been outrun like nearly every Liverpool have been outrun nearly every game this season under Slot.
It's ridiculous.
That's nowhere near good enough.
It's not.
If you want to win the Premier League, you've got to cover every blade.
Yeah, you really do. You really do. I don't think we've got. That's the thing, though. I don't even think we've got players who want to do it. Do you get what I mean? Like, they're not the type of players where you're looking at them and you're like, oh, they're busting guts to get in. You know, like
McAllister can't run.
He really can't run.
So Bosley doesn't know whether he's playing centre back,
no,
right
literally.
back, goalkeeper, centre mid.
I think right now I'd keep Curtis Jones at right back.
He looked really good. I don't know about Palace, but
he played well against Palace. But that's it with Curtis Jones. I've seen a little article on him. You get to play with Curtis Jones. He knows how to tackle. He knows how to defend. He knows how to attack. He's a bit.
And he'll go Madrid.
But he's a bit of a all round. He's like a Milner type player. He can play anywhere.
Yeah.
I'd keep him right back. Keep Szoboszlai midfield.
Probably more of a versatile Trent, isn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Obviously, Trent's better.
He is.
In these situations going forward, but like Curtis Jones can play centre mid.
No, yeah, he can.
That's his position.
Yeah, that's it.
But he can definitely play right back too.
He can. But yeah, I think just wrap it up on Liverpool. Solid performance. Onto the United game.
Yeah, fair enough.
So yeah, what about the Ev? What was up?
Flat.
Just flat.
Well, I'll talk you through the whole day because my bad. I should have done an audio thingy, but I forgot, to be honest. I did genuinely
forget. You were in London, driving up to London. So.
Trying to preserve my battery as well.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So, got picked up about 9 a.m. 4-hour drive. Straight to Westfield.
Straight to
Westfield car park. Bounced in. The one observation that I will have, that's no match day experience for the West Ham fans. That.
No, bad.
No. Oh, it's like walking through L1 to go. So, say for example, if you parked in Q Park in L1.
Yeah.
Now, I've been to West Ham before, but I've only been by a coach, so I've never went through Westfield.
Yeah.
So, imagine you were a Liverpool fan, and your stadium's the Albert Dock.
Yeah.
You've just parked in Q Park, you've got to go through L1, all the shops. That's your match day experience.
Yeah.
And then it's awful. It's not West Ham.
No.
But in fairness to the Hammers fans, they've made a good go of it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So we arrived in London about 1:30, got a parking space, no problem. Walked over the ground. I wish we wouldn't have. basically. And we did get interviewed as well. The three of us got interviewed. Everton's top 5 Premier League goal scorers of all time.
Stay tuned for that.
Hopefully we're going to try and get the footage of that. Some nice fella approached us, asked us. Went into the ground. Everton were flat, awful.
Did you know that from when the starting lineup was out? Did you know it was going to be flat, or was it just when you began the game?
It was the whole
because I know I've seen a lot of talk of Everton fans that Beto was starting. So a lot of people, Barry was starting and Beto was left out. I've seen a lot of fans a bit like, ooh. You know what I mean?
Beto's injured.
Is he? Yeah,
he's got a concussion, but
is that from the derby?
Yeah,
the concussion.
Yeah. So we were just flat in every area. So I was saying to the lads, and obviously we were all agreeing, is like Everton. With Everton, when you watch us, we either start quick or we start slow. Yeah, we're cliche, whatever. But then we always play well in either half. We either start well in the first, poor in the second.
Yeah. Poor in the first half.
Vice versa. We were awful all game.
Were you, sure?
All game we were so flat. No one wanted to get on the ball. There was no runners. Whenever Garner Gay or James Garner would have the ball, there was no one making a run off a defender. They were all just standing there waiting for the ball. And that's West Ham's bread and butter.
Yeah.
We didn't give them anything to worry about.
Yeah.
We just did.
To be fair, he's going up against a team who were in the relegation zone, who were fighting.
Well, that's what I was saying this morning. Obviously, we were all in agreement coming home that West Ham weren't great neither, but at the end of the day, they won.
Yeah. They're not bothered how they play it as long as they get the 3 points.
Exactly. And I wouldn't have cared how Everton played if we would have got some.
Yeah.
And we didn't deserve to have anything. If I'm being honest, maybe a draw was a fair result, but we didn't really deserve anything. Terrible. horrendous goals, horrendous 2 goals to concede.
Yeah, I did see the goals.
Horrific.
The
corner was just awful. Like, no, I'm not having that. You got Thomas Souček, Everton zonal marking still. That needs to be looked at and addressed in the summer. We're conceding too many on corners.
I was going to say Van Dijk last week and then Thomas Souček.
It's the zonal marking.
That's it.
Moyes needs to look at that in the summer, hopefully, and address it. One thing I will say about Beto, though, although he didn't play, he defends our box really well on corners.
Yeah. Well, he's a big presence, isn't he?
Calvert-Lewin was good at it as well.
Yeah.
Barry can't do that for some reason.
No.
But I don't think so. Beto usually stands on the front post.
Yeah.
And nearly everything gets nodded away. Without him in there, it's looking fragile.
That's scary though. That's your striker as well. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's quite.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's quite concerning.
Of course, we all knew it. As soon as Callum Wilson came on, we all knew he was like a Rigi for us. You know what I mean? He always scores against Everton. And...
Weren't there rumours he was going to use as well at some point?
Yeah. He would have scored doggies. But no, Dewsbury all took his goal really well. Everton really unlucky not to have a penalty. I couldn't believe that weren't given.
Yeah, the punch.
Yeah.
The punch. Like he literally punched the ball out. When I seen that, I was like, "What is going on?" Didn't know we were playing basketball. Like,
if I'm being honest though, the whole atmosphere in the away end was flat.
Was it? Yeah.
The fans weren't up for it. I didn't think. Definitely not in the lower tier.
Oh yeah.
Just flat. That's all I can describe Everton as at the weekend. Flat and pedestrian.
Second best of everything.
Yeah. But not even having a go to be second best though.
Yeah.
Like you were third in a 2-horse race.
You just play City next. You will put in a proper shift. That's against City. Do you get what I mean? It's just.
We will but I can just see it's the inevitable Haaland header. Yeah. Haaland will score a header.
Well, they did. It's funny enough. City did want to rest the big players on Saturday, because Haaland came on off the bench, and you know what I mean. But
it's. I feel like we've still got a great chance of European football, given some of the results on the weekend. But our running's not too favourable. We've got to play. We obviously play City, who were in title running mode. Got to go to Palace, then we play Sunderland, and then Tottenham away.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly.
You just kind of, if you want Europe,
I'll be shocked now if we won. We need to win 3 out of the 4.
That's it. You kind of need to hope that Tottenham are gone by the time you've played them. Do you get what I mean? So they're not.
Everton don't do favours anyway.
That's what I mean.
Even if they were gone, they'd win.
Yeah.
I think we aren't beating Tottenham down there.
Don't you think? No,
we don't beat Tottenham. We just don't.
It's mad, isn't it?
Unfortunately. And yet that was it really. 4 hours on the way home as well. Smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth getting to and from it.
Yeah, because obviously the textures like where are you now? And I mean, you said that you're there. I was like, fast that.
Yeah.
Shot there.
I wouldn't really recommend West Ham Stadium though.
I think
it's not great.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned this in the past though. When you've been, it's not a football stadium.
It's not a good atmosphere. It's not a good experience. I feel sorry for the West Ham fans. I really do.
Well, I know there's a stat I've heard of it over since they moved into that stadium. Over 40,000 West Ham fans have given up the season ticket.
I'm not surprised.
In solidarity to try and get a new stadium,
they need a new ground.
They do, because Upton Park was so historic as well.
Well, we were looking around the bowl, and a lot of it was packed but each top. So you know the way you've got a triangle of rows.
Yeah.
I'd say the first 20 rows at the top were all blacked out. They can't fill it.
Can't they? No.
Not from what we've seen.
Yeah.
But that's not because they can't fill it. It's because fans don't want to go.
No, yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
If they were in their own ground, if they were in their own ground with a 60 capacity or a 55, that's full.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It just is. It doesn't feel. It feels like it. It is an Olympic stadium. It feels like that.
Yeah.
I said to Kyle, it feels like going to Montjuic where Barcelona played temporarily.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
The new camp
it feels like Montjuic. It feels like temporary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel West Ham.
And then, like you were saying at the start, as a fan, football's a working class sport. You don't want to be going through Westfield, one of the most decadent, most expensive shopping centre in
Hugo
Europe.
Boss.
Do you get what I mean? You don't want to be walking through
all that.
That's it. Going to a football game, come on. Before you've even got into the ground, you could have spent a few grand. You know what I mean? You don't want that. That's not. No, definitely
not.
That's not any type of football experience.
Definitely not. Someone's mowing the grass over there. You hear
that?
Yeah. Anyway, moving away from Everton. I had something else to say about Everton, but I can't remember, to be honest. But yeah, in short, flat, pedestrian. Playing like that, we don't deserve Europe.
Yeah.
We really don't. We were just so flat. And Moyes made the change. In fairness to Moyes, he made proactive changes. We brought Tariq George on. He put, he sort of done a bit of, that's what I was going to say, sorry, as well. just before moving on to it. He done like a bit of a free at the back at one point. James Garner was playing right back, but then in possession he was drifting into midfield.
Yeah.
He tried, but it just weren't our day. It just weren't our day. And the one thing I did want to say as well was how important Jared Branthwaite, the losses of him.
Yeah.
It's so unbalanced at the back. So every time, I don't know why Everton do this. So Tarkowski gets it, kicks it to Pickford. Pickford gives it to Keane. Keane then gives it to Michalenko. Michalenko obviously is Michalenko, no disrespect to him.
Yeah.
But it's going back to Keane.
Yeah.
On Keane's right foot at left centre back.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then it's coming in field, and then goes back to Pickford. It's on Pickford's right foot, and it's going out for a throw into West Ham. That happens so much.
Yeah.
With Jared Branthwaite, as we said on Friday, it's on his left foot. He's just poking it into midfield areas. You know, and I'm not going to have a go at Michael Keane for not using his left foot. He's never used it. And no one look, he'd use it and he'd give it straight to them. So, and that's the balance that Moyes needs to try and find, really.
That's it, though, isn't it? It's finding that balance. But I think I've noticed that with you, like you're saying, with Branthwaite, it's just a little dink around the corner.
That's how we get out a lot.
That's it.
That
Straight
ball
into
from
midfield, onto the wing, or you get rid of it out. But obviously, it's so static at the minute with views. It's like you're taking like 4 extra touches before it's into midfield, and it's catching you out.
Honestly, I was saying this to the lads the other day. What I'd like to see Moyes do, he's not going to do it, but I'd like to see Harrison Armstrong at right back, just for that pace.
Yeah.
And he's strong, and he can cover ground quick.
Yeah.
He can cover ground. With no disrespect to Jake O'Brien, he's a centre back playing right back.
Yeah.
Get Jake O'Brien into the middle of the defence with Tarkowski or Keane. Not bothered. The pair of them are about as good as each other now. But I feel like Jake O'Brien needs to be centre back now.
Yeah,
he's too quick.
He's
probably our fastest player.
So his recovery and centre back would be great.
His recovery at centre back will bail us out a lot, I think. And I'd just like to see probably Michalenko, Jake O'Brien, Tarkowski, and Harrison Armstrong.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just get Harrison into the team.
Moisey, you've heard it here first.
Just get him into the side somewhere. Stop playing James Garner at right back at times.
No.
He just kills our creativity straight away because he needs to be in the middle.
Yeah.
Thought he was brilliant though, Garner.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he is. I know we signed a new deal, but if we don't get Europe, the players like James Garner, Illiman and Dye, they're going to be like,
what am I? Yeah.
I could go and play European football.
Yeah.
Like he could. He's brilliant, James Garner.
That's it. With the Everton players though, obviously you literally push to Europe. Your players that you've got some good players, good gems, you get what I mean? So it's like, it's whether they want to actually stay again another season to try and push for that Europe, or they're like, no, you know what, I'm sick of this. Do you get what I mean? I
agree, man. And yeah,
there's only so much. That's it. There's only so much like a player can go through before they're like, you know what, I'm 28, 29. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely. Anyway, moving away from Everton now. I think they're 12th, 11th. Anyway, City beat Southampton and Chelsea beat Leeds. So.
Yeah, so I watched the City Southampton game. It was not easy for City, honestly. It was
never going to be, really, was it?
No, Southampton, massive credit to them. Yeah. He contained City for large parts of that game. Yeah. So City, I think the second half they upped the intensity a lot. Yeah. City, but Southampton were comfortable. Southampton were like the words, use come at us, that's fine. We'll hit us on the break. And Southampton's goal, to be fair to them,
brilliant, wasn't it?
Unbelievable goal.
Nico Gonzalez's goal, rocket, absolute rocket.
I don't think he's ever going to hit a ball sweeter in his life. No. I really don't.
And of course, Chelsea beat Leeds. So we're set up then for a Manchester City-Chelsea final.
It's going back. Everton are 11th.
11th.
Yeah, Everton are 11th with 47 points. 10th off Fulham with 48. Oh, bloody hell. So 7th are on 49 points.
Yeah, we're still 3 points off 6th. There's a lot to play for, but it's a shame that City is our next game, really, to bounce back.
Well, I know if you win and up to 7th, like, don't pick up a point, you'll end up 6th. So, but yeah, City-Chelsea final. I really hope City do football justice and destroy Chelsea. I really do, because
well, they're both as bad as each other.
That's it. But they are both as bad as each other. But City have a bit of class about them in terms of playing football. Yeah. Whereas Chelsea are just a bit like, let's just sign these and hope for the best.
Ruin them.
Yeah, pretty much. I really did want a Southampton Leeds final. I'll be honest. I wanted that as a final. Yeah. I thought that would have been amazing for football.
It would have been cool. Like
it would have 100% pushed Faulkner for manager of the season. 100%.
Yeah. He's up there already.
He is up there, but I feel Emery, you know.
Unai Emery.
Yeah, I just
If he consolidates top 4,
and if they win the
they could
Europa,
fall out of that.
they could, but if they win the Europa as well, like
Yeah,
what
true,
he's
actually.
built, what he is building with that team,
I always forget that in the Europa.
that's it. If what he's building with that team is unbelievable,
Yeah.
and he deserves a lot of credit.
Not many teams can juggle Europe and a league campaign.
Exactly, and he is. He's doing it with, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, going back to the FA Cup final, I really do hope it's same old though, isn't it? I think it's the stat. It's the 4th year in a row City have been in the FA Cup final.
Yeah, it's boring, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's boring.
You know what I mean? I know they got beat by Palace last year, but you know, we're expecting this now every year.
How poor City have been this season, which they have. I think they've been
No,
poor
yeah,
in parts. They've came alive from like February.
They can still win the treble,
They
you
can
know.
come away with a treble, yeah.
And it's been a poor season for them.
Weird.
Like, it's
Weird.
just
That's the level of football right now, though.
no, it is.
Do you know
It
what
is.
I mean?
It's
Like,
the state of English
Liverpool,
football. Yeah.
Liverpool took them to heights that no one's ever probably going to see again.
No.
Whereas like now Arsenal are sort of not pulling. Arsenal aren't doing Liverpool and pulling away from them.
No.
Drastically.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal, like they just, I don't know. Like Arsenal just can't get them off the back.
No. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Arsenal just lack conviction, I think, in terms of against City. They're like the big brother. City are like their big brother. Do you get what I mean? It's like
Pep and Arteta,
that's it. They just can't deal with them. So I agree. They just can't shake them off. But it's like, who can? I mean, we struggle like you think of the dominance of Pep Guardiola in Liverpool. We won 1 title. Do you know what I mean? Well, 2. But do you know what I mean? The
big difference, so you won things around.
Yeah.
Like 2 FA Cups, League Cups, Champions Leagues, and you've got the Champions League finals as well.
Yeah. That's it. Arsenal aren't, well, to be fair, Arsenal in the semi-final of the Champions League. They could even win the league, but...
Well, I've got 2 questions for you before we go. Question 1 is, does Mikel Arteta get the sack if they don't win the Premier League? If they come away with nothing this season, does he get sacked?
I think he should, but he won't.
Okay.
The reason why, I think I've mentioned it to you in the past, if they, whatever other manager they get in, if they finish 3rd next season, they're going to step backwards. Whereas obviously their owners, they've constantly gone up,
and Mikel, like,
that's it. They've got to 2nd, but the issue I've got, I can see both sides. I can see them getting rid of him, and I can see them keeping him with the, you know, like with what's going on.
Yeah.
But the reason why I could see them getting rid of him, they've backed them with money as well. They've been sign this player, sign that, go get your striker, and it's the striker that they paid the big bucks for is sitting on the bench in the big games.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's just like.
And question 2 is, who is going to win the FA Cup?
Man City.
City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man City are winning that FA Cup.
Fair enough. Well, I think that's a good place to leave it there. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks very much for listening, everyone. If you made it this far anyway, it's always good to be back in it on a Monday.
No, it is.
It's always good to be back.
It's always good to have a talk about football after the dust settled. So,
right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Take it easy, all.